Alrighty. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday Night Live Coin and Silver Auction with me, Raven of RavenHawk Coins. Hope everybody is doing awesome this week and this evening, of course, because, hey, it's always fun to be in the nest with the best people in YouTube. We got the one and only Create Craft Coins and Collectibles in the house. James Best, Mr. Edwards is here. Brian Jensen, Emil G2, Rubicon 60, Teacher 1388, Buy Up Gold and Silver, SF Kim Rush, Brother Bill Driscoll, Fat Baxter, Michael Hargis, James Barron in the nest as well, my friends. Teacher 1388 is here. Fathom That SC, Coin Silver, Jack Covert in the nest, Dale, good to see you. Joe Racona, I kept saying Corona last time, it is Racona, and CM Silver, Blue and Brown Boatsy, good to see you, my friends. I saw somebody say something about the first item. And I forget even what that is. You never know, man. You know, it is over a half ounce of silver, so you kind of think technically it might. But sorry about the light, guys. I had to change last minute. Let me see if that fixes there. Now my face is not so bright and shiny. Been having an issue with my lighting in the room. Silver makes my ingle. That's funny. All right. Denmo, how you doing? KJ in Ohio. We got all you guys hanging out today. And we got some good stuff up for grabs. Matter of fact, our giveaway stuff we're adding on there. The 2026 dual date Jefferson Nichols. He's came out of a roll. And big shout out for that. What's up, Jen? How you doing? Especialo is here. Chad Brookman, how you doing, my friend? All right, it's going to be a short show tonight. So let's turn on the night bot here. Give me just a second. We'll start our first giveaway of the evening. And I know who sent in that roll, and it's eluded me at this moment because when I see their name, I'll know right away. So I apologize about not remembering right off the bat the name. What's up, Alex Kalish? Only 15 items up tonight, Alex. I got a show tomorrow night, or tomorrow and Saturday here in Norman, Oklahoma, doing a coin show that we host annually. What's up, Roy boy? Good to see you, my friend. K-Solon 2006 in the mix. But I will have the first thing we're giving away is the 3-cent nickel. And then we'll do the auction. Halfway through, we'll give away the 200 trillion Zimbabwe replica dollars. What's up, KCB? Jim Shank, how you doing? Harley Babe. T3, Gary S. in the nest. Jack Covert sent me a picture of him in the airplane, well, his view out the airplane window. What's up, Wayne Lynn? Donkey Socks, how you doing? Good to see you. Billy Two Shoes. All right, we'll give it another minute, and then we'll pick the early bird and go from there. Matter of fact, hopefully I have a bigger envelope. Nope, that's not going to work. Oh, this will work. Chat it up, that's for sure. Give us a George! Pinned to the bottom there is the price list and auction preview if you haven't had a chance to see those yet. All right, we're going to pick a winner, guys, here in about 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Case on 2006. You just won yourself a new nickel and a 3-cent nickel with its own little booklet and everything. You're welcome. All right, let's put that down here. Close out the night bot. And put Kason's name on here. Wow, it's a slow crowd tonight, huh? Only 60-something in the nest. That's probably the lowest number we've had in probably the last 6 years. I'm sure people are enjoying the nice weather, getting out there and having a good time, fun in the sun. That's the thing about daylight savings. It always kind of kicks our butt, but it's all good. All right, let's start the auction off tonight. Now remember, like I said, everything that we give away tonight, somebody's also going to get that Jefferson Dual Date 2026 nickel. First thing we have this evening, ladies and gentlemen, is right here. I put it in the holder improperly, so I apologize for that, but it is a memorial medallion of the USS B-52 Stratosphere. United States Air Force. It is 3/9 fine silver and 19.7 grams total. Has some toning on it. I don't normally clean up any coins, so it is how it looks. But, you know, it's got, let's see here. So if we take no, that's divided by. Hold on, sorry guys. Let me go 73. There is $46 and change in silver in the coin. We will start the bid at just $1, my friends. Good luck. Good luck. What's up, Douglas Mendelis? How you doing, brother? Grayson Monks, holy cow, how you doing, my friend? Lone Star Fox in the nest. Jack Covert coming in at the 14 note on it. Namaste, forget me not. How you doing? Ty McFadden coming in at 20 with the snow. Looking for at least 21 to get her done. Ty in the lead at 20. Looking for 21. Going once. What's up, Resin Dragon? Going twice. Lone Star coming in at 22. Perry trying to get in there, but Lone Star just a little quicker on the draw. Looking for at least 23. Like Mr. McGee. Perry Customs at 25. Got in there just before buy up. And Ty McFadden. Perry in the lead at 25. Ty McFadden at 26. Lone Star Fox at 27. Looking for 28 to make it great. Ladies and gentlemen, Lone Star in the lead at 27. Do we hear 28 going once? Lone Star in the lead at 27. Looking for 28 going twice. Perry Custom Cards coming in at 28. About to get this thing for half price. Ty McFadden in there at 29. Getting in there before Covert. Lone Star at 31 to get her done. Looking for 32 like we're Mr. LeFew. Going once. Jack Covert at 33 like he's Johnny T. Jack Covert in the lead going once at 33. Looking for 34 out the door. Do we hear 34 going twice? Brother Doug Wagner. The man, the myth, the legend. Tommy Live say, what's up, Tommy? Going once to buy up gold and silver at 35. Looking for 36. Ladies and gentlemen, do we hear 36? Going twice. You know me, we do not slow roll. We keep going on. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Buy up gold and silver. Lone Star coming in at 37. Going once. Lone Star in the lead at 37. Looking for 38. Jack Covert at 39 and doing fine. Looking for 40 bucks. Going once. Covert in the lead at 39. Wagner says Snopage. Going twice. Covert in the lead at 39. Looking for 40. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Perry Customs is out. All in. Fair warning. Warning. Guys, Lone Star with the last second Snope. Expert timing at 40. Going once to Covert at 42, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 43. Going twice. Covert in the lead at 42. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, my friends. Jack at 42. Looking for 43. Do we hear 43? All in. Fair warning. What warning? Guys, Lone Star holding in for the expert Snope. Going once at 43. Jack Covert at 45 and staying alive. Looking for 46. Going once. Going twice. This battle between Covert and Lone Star. Who's going to win? Last call, my friends. Jack in the lead. Lone Star is out. Jack in the lead. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad silver is going to be sold to Jack Covert for under melt, ladies and gentlemen, at 45. What a win. Holy smokes. All right, let's put Jack's name on here. Jack Covert with the win on the silver B-52 Stratofortress. All right. Next item up, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1946 and a 1947 BU Rosie Dimes. First and second year Rosies. These are at least M63. Guys, J-Dog with a $5 super chat says, we better call somebody, brother. Both of them are BU at least MS63 or better. Very nice first year and second year Rosies. Now, usually Roosevelt Dimes, they're not like big hitters or anything like that, but when you find the first and second year in BU condition, you're not doing too bad. We will start the bid. Let's see here. Let's do this. We're going to start the bid at just under melt. So let's do this real quick. All right. So 52.19 times 0.2. Melt on these two bad boys is 1043. So we're going to start the bid off at $8. We're starting it off under melt, ladies and gentlemen, at $8 for the two beautiful Rosies. Dewey here, 8 to make it great. Forget me not coming in at 8. Ty McFadden at 10, ladies and gentlemen, with the George is buy up gold and silver. George! Buy up gold and silver in the lead. Lone Star trying to get in there at 12, but buy up in the lead. Going once. Buy up in the lead at 15. Looking for 16. Dewey here, 16. Guys, CM Silver dropping the bomb at 21. Buy-up Zach at 2 with the deuce on the loose. Looking for 23. Going once, my friends. Buy up in the lead at 22. Dewey here, 23. Going twice. Buy up gold and silver in the lead. Guys, Lone Star at 23. Now we're looking for 24 out the door. Going once. Lone Star in the lead. CM Silver's at 24. Looking for 25. Going once. CM in the lead. Looking. Going twice, my friends. It's once. It's twice. It's 3 times for the Nesties. CM Silver in the lead at 24. Is it going to hold? You just never know. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad set is sold to CM Silver for 24, ladies and gentlemen. CM Silver with the win. You know what, guys? I think what I'm going to do is go on to the next item. All right, next item up is a lot, ladies and gentlemen. These are Mercury Dimes, all BU, and it's a date run from 40 up to 41. So we have a 40 Denver MS65 Merc. We have a 41D full split bands. We have a 42 Merc, a 42 Denver full split band, a 43 MS63, a little toning starting on there, and a 44 that's at least MS63 or better. So this entire date run here is a nice little starter, all BU. Some have full split bands. The retail value probably 125 to 140 bucks, anywhere in there. But a fair starting bid on everything, because you do have some full bands in there, is 110 for the lot, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. I was going to break these down, but I figured somebody that needed different dates, a run from 40 to 44 is not too bad. CM Silver coming in, getting in there just under the wire. Blue and Brown Boatsy was in there. Alex Kalish at 120 getting in there, just beating out Blue and Brown again by Schmidgen. Looking for 125 to stay alive. Alex in the lead, going once. Alex in the lead at 120, looking for 125. Do we hear 125? Going twice. Guy, Blue and Brown Boatsy, it's $5 increments after 100, my friend. All right, Alex, don't worry, you're still live at 125. Blue and Brown would have to be at 130, right? No, okay, 125. I'm sorry, I messed it up. So Alex Kalish, you're right at 135. Going once. Blue and Brown at 140, ladies and gentlemen. We got the back-to-back action going on. Going once. Blue and Brown Boatsy in the lead. Looking for 145. Going twice. Blue and Brown in the lead. Guys, Alex Kalish dropping the bomb at 150, my friends. Holy cow. Going once. Looking for 155. Going twice. Blue and brown not backing down at 155. Going once. Looking for 160. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Guys, Alex not stepping down either. Going once at 160. Holy Peppa, says Brother Doug. Looking for 165. Going twice, my friends. Guys, Blue and Brown and Alex are in a battle. Going once at 165. Holy smokes. Going twice. Oh, it's Wolf Tracks that sent in the the dual dates. It took me a second, but now I remember. All right, last call for Mr. Alcohol. Ladies and gentlemen, Blue and Brown at 165. Looking for 170. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad set is sold to Blue and Brown Boatsy for 165. Alex says congrats. Alex, a good sport. Thank you for your guys' back and forth battle. That was absolutely epic and unbelievable, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate both of yous. All right, so Blue and Brown Boatsy. All right. We're on to lot number 4. We'll do the giveaway after lot number 8 for the midstream. We're on to lot number 4. We have one of Emil's favorites, but not in the right holder for him. 1963 Franklin Half, PCS slabbed and certified at an MS64, ladies and gentlemen. Franklin Halves galore tonight. This retails for about 45 bucks. And we will start the bid at $1. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. And I think I'm going to do something I think you all will like. Guys, Lone Star coming in at 33. McFadden coming in at 34. Oops. I just dropped my pen. 34. J-Dog coming in at 35 and staying alive with the George is Ty McFadden, ladies and gentlemen, at 36. Ty in the lead at 36, looking for 37, going once. Ty McFadden in the lead at 36, looking for 37, going twice. Ty in the lead at 36, looking for 37, last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Oh. Ty McFadden in the lead at 36, looking for at least 37. These retail for about 45. All in. Fair warning. Warning. Lone Star Fox coming in with the Snow. And the George at 37, looking for 38, going once. Major Snopage going twice, my friends. You know me, I'm not going to slow roll it. Last call. Lone Star in the lead at 37, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Lone Star Fox for 37, ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. What a deal. All right, Lone Star Fox. You couldn't even get that kind of price at a coin show, my friends. That was a very nice pickup for that. All right, let me get into item number 5 on the evening. This one here is literally probably my favorite on the night, my friends. This thing is so cool. And it's very, very hard to put pricing on natural tone stuff. You know, I remember Half Dollar Make You Holler had a toned Kennedy that they said was worth $3,000 way back. But this one, it's in its a little frame there and has a 5-cent stamp. I don't really gouge on stuff like that. I think the value of it is about $60, give or take at least. Michael LeFew, 41 months as a platinum penguin. 3.5 years, ladies and gentlemen. Michael, thank you, brother. I really do appreciate you. On this, we're going to go with About Melt and say the starting bid is $26. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. You guys have been awesome lately. Rockzilla coming in at 26 in the mix. The amount of support that's been on the videos. Alex Kalish dropping the dish at 40, ladies and gentlemen, with the bomb on us. Blue and brown trying to get in there, but Alex in the lead at 40, looking for at least 41, going once. Alex Kalish in the lead at 40, looking for 41. Do we hear it? Blue and brown Boatsy with the George coming in at 45 and staying alive, going once. Blue and brown Boatsy in the lead at 45, looking for 46, going twice. Blue and brown Boatsy coming in strong. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Ho, ho, ho. Blue and brown Boatsy in the lead at 45. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad set, set is so. Ladies and gentlemen, Lone Star with the snow at 46. Create Craft says nope. Lone Star at 46, looking for 47, going once. Lone Star in the lead. Especialo says, wait, hold up, wait a minute, let me put some coinage in it. Oh, guys, blue and brown, Boatsy at 48, looking for 49 to make it fine. Going once or one time. Blue and brown in the lead, looking for 49. 49 to Lone Star, ladies and gentlemen, going once, looking for 5-0. Rolling in my 5.0 so my hair can blow with the top down. Going twice. Lone Star in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's at the bottom nowadays. I don't know why, J-Dog. Guys, blue and brown is out. Lone Star, last call. Lone Star in the lead. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad set is so. To Lone Star Fox for 49. That's a cool, dude. I'm telling you, when you see that thing in hand, it is really, really cool. All right, so Lone Star. It almost didn't make it to the auction block, to be honest. I contemplated keeping it, but you know what? Sometimes I'm not a rich man by any means, but I've got plenty of stuff. I don't know where to put things anymore. If you saw what my desk looks like right now, you guys would be absolutely floored by the clutter. All right, lot number 6 coming up next in the mix, ladies and gentlemen, is a Proof 67 NGC Slabron certified 63 Franklin half. Proof 67. That is a strong grade. All right, let me get the sheet here. At that grade, they retail for about 55 because we can't drive. 55. And we're going to start the bidding off at, how about we say About Melt? Let's go $26 to start. Oh, I said starting bid 2. Proofs, blue and brown boatsy, they should always have full bell lines on the proofs. That's because they're proofs. Guys, PM Fox or Lone Star at 36, Ty McFadden at 37. Matter of fact, I'll show you under the invisible scope. I was pretty sure I saw Invisible River Ranch earlier. When you turn this to the side, you can see that the bell lines go through. Let me get this to focus a little better. The lighting's a little off. But right there, full bells on the coin. Let me see if I can. And the light's kind of reflecting off of it, but that's the way it should be. All right, looking for 38, going once. Well, you guys are a tough crowd tonight. That's a $55 coin. Let me see. Let me turn off the scope here. Going twice, my friends. Blue and brown coming in at 38 to make it great. Looking for 39. Going one time. Blue and brown boatsy in the lead at 38. Alex Kalish in at 40. Emil was trying to get in there. Alex just a little quicker, going once. Looking for 41 from McFadden at 41. Going once again, my friends. Blue and brown trying to get in there. McFadden a little bit quicker on the draw. Going twice. Guys, blue and brown at 42. Looking for 43. Going once. What's up, Charles Henry? Going twice. Grayson says, oops, I'm on top chat. A bean dip, we have to have you registered for the auction, my friend. There's 3 different ways to do it. You can become a member of the channel, and at the platinum level, you get free shipping. Somebody in the chat can vouch for you, and that's free. Or you do a live super chat or a $1 refundable deposit at PayPal. But we have to have you registered. All right, going 3 times, ladies and gentlemen. And blue and brown boatsy in the lead at 42. Doug Wagner, bombs to the left of me, George's to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. All right, blue and brown at 42, all in. What's up, Crazy Stacker? Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to blue and brown boatsy for 42. Did you have a redemption night? What do you mean redemption night? We talked about that a while back, and because of the way silver is skyrocketed in price and everything, and we haven't done a lot of bullion, we've done some giveaway nights. But things have really kind of gotten out of control on where they're being bought. What's up, Matt Poe? On the go with Matt Poe. All right. Lot number 7. Remember, after lot 8, we'll do a giveaway. Right here, second President of the United States, John Adams, PCGS, Proof 70, Deep Cameo. And, what's up, Steve Hendricks? We'll get this sucker on the board. And we'll start the bid on this one at $15. Good luck, my friends. J-Dog. 49 human months. Let's go. 32 in dog years. Woof, woof. It's not showing me every single thing that comes through, guys, so I apologize for that. Jack Covert coming in at 18 like Mr. Bean, going once. Jack Covert in the lead. Blue and brown trying to get in there, but Jack at 18, looking for 19, going twice. Last call. Steve Hendricks at 19. Blue and brown at 20. Jungle Marine trying to get in there, going once to blue and brown at 20. Looking for 21. Guys, Jack Covert at 23 like he's Johnny T. Going once. Have you guys seen Johnny T lately? I have not seen him in a while. Blue and brown at 25 and staying alive. Going once. I hope he's okay. Going twice. Blue and brown in the lead at 25. Last call for Mr. Ow. Key. Oh, Jack Covert coming in quick at 26. Glad to be a part of the nest, says Brother Bill Driscoll. We love having you, brother. Going once to Jack Covert. Going twice to Jack at 26. Looking for 27. From what I heard Rob's channel, he's okay, just busy. Thank you, Grayson Monks. I appreciate it. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Covert in at 26. Looking for 27. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold. Oh, Marlia, is she all right, Resin? Did she get sick? I know that they had some health scares in the past. If you see him, please let him know that we're got him in our prayers. Hope that he's doing okay. And that Marlia, whatever she's dealing with, that she is able to bounce back and be healthy. Steve LaPointe, right on. All right, next item up, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1942 MS63 Walking Liberty Half NGC slabbed and certified, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful coin. And then we'll do the giveaway for midstream right after this. Let's see here. Mustang Dave. End of the month using the freebie. On this one, we'd have to start the bid at least 55 to stay alive. 72 months as a Silver Hawk, ladies and gentlemen. Unreal. Mustang Dave, 5+ years. You rock, brother. I appreciate you very much. All right, the 42 Walking Liberty Half, MS63 starting at 55. That's like a bargain and a half, but so far we don't have anybody jumping on it. Going once. Looking for 55 to stay alive. Going twice. Guys, Steve Hendricks in the mix because he can't drive 55. Looking for at least 56. Going once. Jungle Marine trying to get in there. Jungle Marine at 55 going... Steve Hendricks at 55 going twice. Jungle Marine at 57. Darren Wilkinson, 16 months, a year and 4 months. You guys all rock. Going once to Jungle Marine at 57. Looking for at least 58. Going twice. Jungle Marine in the lead at 57. Looking for 58. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Oh, Steve Hendricks at 58 with the Snope. Going once. Looking for 59 to make it fine. Going twice. Steve Hendricks in the lead. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Steve at 58, looking for 59. Do we hear 59? All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Steve Hendricks for an unbelievable $58. Wow. You got a heck of a smoking deal on that one, buddy. Congratulations, man. Yeah, that's like the super deal of the century almost. All right. Next item up, we're going to do the midstream giveaway, and that is for the nickel here. Yes, I did. I read it. Thank you for trying to remind me, brother. He's a year and 4 months. All right. The Zimbabwe $200 trillion giveaway. And a dual date nickel. Thank you, brother. Let me turn on the night bot. Where the heck? Oh, there it is. All right, I will be back in just a couple minutes. Good luck, my friends. All right. We are back. And we're going to pick a winner in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. T3. T3, you are the winner of the nickel and the 200 trillion Zimbabwe bucks, but I don't have an envelope big enough to put it in right now, so let me see if I got a bag. I can put it in a bag. Congratulations to T3. And we'll put it in here. Hey guys, so I got to share something with you that's kind of really shocking. The place that I put on my coin shows in Norman, they got a new person in there, and a lot of things have changed. It's interesting how a new building and stuff changes everything, but it still will be a great show. The price of rent and stuff went up substantially, but you know, they got to pay for that brand new shiny building somehow, right? All right. So T3 is your name is on there with the win. Please make sure to claim your winning. All right, let's get into lot number 9. We only have 15 items tonight. Mustang Dave, I did not increase the table price. What's up, Mike Sampson? All right, 1942 Merc Dime MS64 full bands OGH, Old Green Holder. People hunt those down to crack them out to get better grades. Worth at least 45 bucks. If not more, because it could get potential extra grades. Starting bid on this one is going to be 35 to stay alive. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Guys, blue and brown Boatsy starting us off at 35. Kalish dropping the bomb on us, coming in at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Pedro. What's up, brother? Going once. Good to see you, my friends. Don't forget, if you donate something to the Wounded Warrior fundraiser, guys, buy up gold and silver at 44. You'll get entered into a special drawing for a $100 credit. Going once. 7 years of being on YouTube, have seen many people come and go. Some have passed away. Some have changed who they watch. Some have left YouTube completely. Some are still here, says J-Dog. Going twice. Buy up gold and silver in the lead at 44. Looking for 45. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Blue and brown Boatsy at 45. Going once. Looking for 46 in the mix. Blue and brown in the lead. Vote for Pedro at 46. Buy up at 47. Looking for 48. Do we hear 48? Going once. But that'll be July 4th weekend, guys. Guys, Alex Kalish coming in at 50. Blue and brown was in there, but Alex in the lead at 50. Looking for 51. Going once. Alex in the lead at 50. Looking for 51. Going twice. Blue and brown getting down because he can't drive. 55. Going once. Blue and brown in the lead at 55. Looking for 56. Going twice. Blue and brown in the lead. Last call for Mr. Al. Key. Ho, 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 ho. Blue and brown Boatsy at 55. Do we hear 56? Looking for 56. All in. Fair warning, this bad coin is sold to blue and brown Boatsy for 55. Oh, did Jungle Marine get in there? Let's take a look at top chat. No, ladies and gentlemen, the hammer was dropped. Oh, man, unfortunately, Jungle Marine, as much as I like making extra money, once the hammer drops, that is how it goes. All right, blue and brown. Boatsy. I need a new Sharpie. I go through Sharpies like I'm drinking water, it seems. All right, lot number 10 coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is another high-grade Merc dime. J-Dog says he's not leaving YouTube. We're stuck with him. We love having you around, brother. All right, MS66 1945. Ladies and gentlemen, the crazy thing is that said FB, this coin would be worth thousands of dollars. Unfortunately, it's just a high-grade MS66 worth about 40 bucks. It's crazy how that one little thing, that one little line going down the center of the torch is the difference of thousands of dollars. All right, we're going to start the bid off on this one at 25 bucks. Guys, Alex Kalish coming in at 40, dropping the bomb on us, my friends. Going once to Alex, the lone bidder, looking for 41. Going twice. Rockzilla coming in at 41. Pedro trying to get in there. Buy up gold and silver coming in at 42 like Mr. LeFew. Going once. Alex at 45 and staying alive. Vote for Pedro trying to get in there, but Alex in the lead. Going once at 45. Looking for 46. Pedro at 46, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro in the lead. Going once. Looking for 47. Going twice. Keep it up, Ness, says blue and brown Boatsy. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in with the George is Alex Kalish. Going once. Vote for Pedro. Not backing down. Going once at 51. Looking for 52. Going twice, my friends. You guys know how it is. We keep rolling. Last call for Mr. Al Key Hall. Vote for Pedro in the lead at 51. Son looking for 52 like we're Mr. LeFew. What you gonna do? All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To vote for Pedro for 51. Whew, holy cow, guys. Little Hands just subscribed. Welcome to the nest, Little Hands. Thank you for your subscription and your support. Man, you know what's crazy? Last month, YouTube had done a big adjustment on things. And vote for Pedro. I got you, brother. So, Wounded Warrior donation. You know what? So far, vote for Pedro. You're probably going to be the one to win the $100 credit. I've advertised it a few times, but you're the one. All right. We got lot number 12 coming up next. Another Franklin half on the night. 63 MS64 PCGS slabbed and certificadoed. That one's got a tiny bit of rotation to the die. Not very much, but a little bit. And worth about 45 bucks. And we'll do like we did the last one. We'll start it off at melt at 25. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Guys, Mr. Edwards coming in at 30 with the George. McFadden got in there, but Rockzilla in the lead at 33. Michael LeFew says, pew, 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 and drops the bomb at 45. Going once to Mr. LeFew. Looking for 46. Rockzilla coming in at 46. Ladies and gentlemen, going once again. Looking for 47. Do we hear 47? Going twice. Rockzilla in the lead. Michael LeFew with the pew pew at 47 going once. Looking for 48 to make it great going twice. LeFew in the lead. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Michael LeFew at 47 all in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad Benji is going to be sold to Michael LeFew for 47. Wait, did Rockzilla get in there? Ladies and gentlemen, Rockzilla with the 48 bid. Holy cow, going once. Looking for 49 to make it fine. Rockzilla getting in there. LeFew at 50, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. LeFew in the lead at 50. Looking for 51. Going twice. LeFew and Rockzilla battling it out. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Hall, ladies and gentlemen. Snope of the century, says Brother Doug Wagner. All in. Fair warning, this bad coin is sold to Mr. LeFew for 50. That works. Vote for Pedro. If you end up being the one, we will do that. All right, so Mr. LeFew. Wait, did he get it again? Hold on, I have to look at it again. Hold on. Nope, guys, the hammer dropped. Wait. Oh, wait, he did get in. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. Michael LeFew at 55 and staying alive. I had to put a pencil over that for now. Michael LeFew, holy cow, you guys went back to back going once. Going twice. What's up, D. Drake? Last call. Yeah, he got in. Holy cow, I'm sorry I missed it. Rockzilla says it is all yours, Mr. LeFew, for he can't drive. 55. Sold to Mr. Michael LeFew for 55. What a battle, guys. That was absolutely epic and amazing. Too cool. This next one out of the Franklin halves tonight is probably my favorite because it's got some really cool toning to it. It's a Proof 65, 1961 NGC slabbed and certified. But you can see it has some nice, cool toning. This is probably in a Capital Plastics holder, and then they sent it in and got it graded. More than likely, that's why that has that kind of toning. Let's see here. Worth about 45 in Proof 65. And we will start the bid again like before. You know what? I have to look at the back because nope, it's a Type 2. I wish it was a Type 1. Type 1 would be a whole different story. But we're going to start the bid off at 25, just at melt, my friends. So good luck on the Franklin half. And actually, isn't that the 56 that you're looking for the Type 2? Guys, McFadden at 35 and staying alive. Vote for Pedro at 40. Rockzilla was in there at 36, but Pedro in the lead. Emil G2 at 41 with the George is Rockzilla. Rockzilla coming in at 44, looking for 45 to stay alive. Going once. Blue and Brown Boatsy trying to get in there, but Rockzilla in the lead. Blue and Brown at 45, looking for 46. Going once. I don't know how to keep my keyboard from flashing so much. I apologize, guys. Blue and Brown in the lead, going twice. Blue and Brown in the lead at 45. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Ho, ho, ho. Blue and brown Boatsy in the lead at 45. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to blue and brown Boatsy for 45. All right. All right, blue and brown Boatsy with the win. Thank you, my friend. All right. Lot number 13, ladies and gentlemen. I keep mispronouncing this thing. It is called a chibi. And it is Obi-Wan. Use the Force, Luke. It's a cool little coin. You guys know I love Star Wars. And again, it was something that I thought about buying, like keeping. But I've got quite a bit of stuff, you know. But it's a little chibi from Nui from 2022. Pretty darn cool. It's got its box and its little protector so it doesn't get scratched up. And I think it's one of the few things that we have a reserve on. Yeah, we have a reserve at 95. You know what? We're going to change that to 90. I don't know why it says 95. Reserve on it is 90 bucks. Steve Hendricks, you go to PayPal, RavenHawkCoins@gmail.com. Guys, J-Dog, coming in at 90. Jack Covert at 95. And staying alive, looking for 96 in the mix, going once. Covert in the lead at 95, looking for 96, going twice. Covert in the lead. Steve Hendricks, if you want to email me, I can get you a invoice if you want. Going once to J-Dog at 96, looking for 97, going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, but if not, all you do is just Jack Covert in the lead at 97, ladies and gentlemen. Jack in the lead. Going once. Looking for 98. Going twice. Nest. RavenHawk is your father. J-Dog is out. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad chibi is sold to Jack Covert for 97. Congratulations, Mr. Covert. Hey, Jack, am I going to see you this weekend? Are you making it to the Norman show, or... Had to eat my Frosty. Blue and brown Boatsy. I'm jealous. I love Frosties. Frosties are good. All right, so that's Jack Covert. All right. That was lot number 13. We just got 2 items left, and it's the end of stream giveaway. This one is a beauty. A beauty, ladies and gentlemen. I love this coin, but I always give you guys first shot. Right there, beautiful toning, MS64, old school green holder. We flip it over, look at that gorgeous dark patina on the reverse as well. This thing, if you got it regraded, would probably go up a couple grades, at least A grade in my opinion. I do have a reserve on it. That's a heavy hitter coin. We're at $285. Retail on it's like $3 something. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. T3 says, love these commems. Guys, J-Dog, White Trash coming in at 285. Dropping in on the bomb is J-Dog, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 290. Do we hear 290? We are going to the Texas Renaissance Fair. Oh, Jack Covert. That sucks. Going once. It's all good, brother. Going twice. Last call, ladies and gentlemen. J-Dog about to get a killer coin. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad boy is sold. To J-Dog. For 285, ladies and gentlemen. Good pickup, J-Dog. That is a great coin, my friend. J-Dog getting the big dog coin tonight. All right. All right, next up, we have the last item on the night. Another big hitter coin that I'm giving you guys first shot at instead of the coin show tomorrow. Right here. 79S MS65 Morgan Silver Dollar, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is a beauty. MS65, you cannot go wrong with that grade. Nice looking coin, to say the least. And, dang it, I had this wrong too. This was supposed to be 195 on the reserve. Yes, Ty McFadden, that thing is gorgeous, brother. Reserve on it is 195. For some reason, I had an error on the sheet, so I apologize. The coin retail on this coin at that grade is probably about 220, 225. The lowest you're probably going to find it somewhere is about 215. Ty McFadden, do I have a layaway plan? I could. Michael LeFew coming in at 195 with the George, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. What's up, Flatlander? SF Kimrush trying to get in there, but LeFew at 195, looking for 200. Do we hear 200? Going twice. LeFew in there at 195, looking for 200. Ladies and gentlemen, sounds like we got another subscriber. Ken Street, or ST, just subscribed. SF Kimrush coming in at 200. Going once. Steve Hendricks, you can actually use credit cards on PayPal, brother. I will have Miss Raven send you a invoice. Just email me. She can send you an invoice and you can actually pay with your credit card through PayPal. It's real simple. Guys, Michael LeFew at 205 going once. Thank you, J-Dog. Michael LeFew in the lead going twice. Kim Rush is out. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Oh, what's up, Bootsy? How you doing, friend? All right, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold. To Michael LeFew for 205. But yeah, Steve Hendricks, you just email me, ask and say that you want a invoice so that I have your email address right there. Miss Raven will put together an invoice through PayPal, and then there's a link that'll literally let you use your credit card. And that's for anybody in here. Guys, Joe Racona says, nice buy. All right, guys, so it has been an epic night. And you know what? I apologize. I have some James Warner stuff here that I was supposed to have as part of the giveaways, and I absolutely forgot. So we're going to bump up the end of stream. And next week when we have our auction, we'll have some pretty cool additions. But we're going to add a quarter and a silver half to the end of stream giveaway. Matter of fact, let me get these in holders. Hopefully I have a $50 holder somewhere. I keep running out of flips. Aha! Let me put these in a flip. Copper Owl coins, 54 months as a Copper Falcon. Always good to see some great coins with new homes. Thank you, brother. Good to see you, man. All right, so let me get these extra things added here, and then I will turn on the end of stream giveaway. I want to tell everybody, you guys are absolutely epic. You guys being here tonight, much appreciated. I know it's a little bit smaller crowd, but hey, it's springtime and people are enjoying the good weather, you know. Joe Racona, yes, we will have an auction next week. Let me double check something real quick. Let me look at my calendar. I have a lot of stuff on my calendar that I forget to check. Dang. Jack Covert's eating the goodies. All right. Oh, calendar. I don't see a show next week, guys, so we're good to go. But I do have one on the 15th through the 17th. So, yes, we will have one next week for sure. Hello, Charlie. True Seeker, how you doing? 10 Charlie D. All right, let's turn on the giveaway. Turn on your Nightbot. Let you win wherever you go. All right. I'll be back in just about 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Well, 2 minutes, actually. 2 minutes, and then somebody here will win a silver quarter, a 40% silver Kennedy, a dual date nickel, and a ½ ounce of Mexican silver. All courtesy of RavenHawk coins. A big shout out to Create, Craft, and Teacher for all their extra help tonight with doing the sheet, keeping things running smooth. Good to see Resin Dragon, CM Silver, J-Dog, Mustang Dave, Brother Doug Wagner, Invisible River Ranch. I know he was here earlier. Peter Bowes. I know him. Oh, Vote for Pedro. J-Dog. All right, I'll be back in just a minute. We'll do the end of stream, extreme style giveaway. RavenHawk coins. Stay tuned. Double fill it. No worries. I'll be back in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Sampson, if you're in the room, Miss Raven's going to call you in a second. She just had a quick question for you. All right, everybody. Thank you again, everybody, tonight that purchased something. I do appreciate it. Jack Covert, CM Silver, Blue and Brown Boatsy, Lone Star Fox, Steve Hendricks, Vote for Pedro, Michael LeFew, and J-Dog White Trash. You guys are doing awesome. I appreciate it. All right, let me pick the winner in 3, 2, 1. Boom! 10 Charlie D. Ladies and gentlemen, first time in the nest. 10 Charlie D. As long as you are over 18, you are good to go, my friend. Just make sure you email us at ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com. All right, so 10 Charlie D. Thank you, my friend. All right. He said excellent. So let me close this out real quick. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. I really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys, I can't do this stuff without you, and you know it. So thank you so much for being here. And I will see you next week with a bigger and better auction, my friends. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you can see me tomorrow night at the Norman Coin Show, Friday and Saturday, we're there from 9 till 5 tomorrow and 9 to 4 on Saturday. Like always, please make sure to take care of one another, and we'll see you real soon. 10 Charlie D, just email me, ravenhawkcoins@gmail.com. RavenHawk Coins, have a great day.